So in this video, we'll begin with a new project in Xcode. So I'm going to go up to Xcode and I'm going to go to File, New Project. And the project type I'm going to use is Single View Application. And I'm going to call my application Grocer. The only thing that you really want to be careful here is using Objective-C as your language of choice. You could choose your team if you have a developer account. If not, you're just going to give it an organizational name and an identifier. All of these information, you can change them later, and it's quite important when you want to submit your application to the App Store. If by any chance you don't have Xcode, and if you're wondering, where you're going to get the development software, you can simply go to any browser and go to developer.apple.com. And over there, you need to make yourself an account and download everything. This course is not necessarily suitable for people who have no background in programming. So my assumption is that you already have Xcode, or you at least know where to get it and some basics of programming. So once we have that, I'm going to set my project. I'm going to save it on my desktop or anywhere as such. And really quickly, we're going to have a look at the things that we're going to keep in mind throughout this development. The only thing that really is important for me at this point is remembering that throughout this development for my storyboard, and that's how you set up your views, I'm going to use iPhone 8 iPhone 8, and I'm going to use the same as my simulator, so iPhone 8 again. This course is not particularly about the use of a storyboard or doing user interface design or user experience, and as such, I won't get into things such as auto layouts or constraints. So once we have that, and we know that we are using the same settings in our storyboard as well as the same settings in my simulator, I'm going to run my application real quick. Let me close that Firefox in the background. It's actually quite disturbing. So at the time of this development, I'm using Xcode 9, but for all purposes of this particular development, you could be using almost any version of Xcode. Anywhere above 6 or 7 would do. So you don't necessarily need to have Xcode version 9. I won't be using any features that is very recent or very new. So don't worry about that. So once my simulator loads up, I can see that I have my iPhone 8 loading up as a simulator. Everything seems to be working. My application is ready in terms of having a right project. So we're going to move on with our actual development real soon.